Hey everyone, Firestorm ERC here with the video on how to do the 12 volt fan mod on the Xbox 360. There's a few tools you're going to need. You're going to need something to coarse cut wires. You're going to need something to strip a little insulation off of the wire. You're going to need a soldering iron. And you're going to need some solder. Now, a lot of the repairs that I get, sometimes it's only done by using electrical tape. Your best bet is to go ahead and solder those wires together. So, to get right into it, there's two methods to do this. This 12 volt fan mod. As you can see, where the plug comes in from the fan right there, you cut the brown and the red wire. And now once you have cut it, you want to strip a little bit of the insulation off so you can see the wires. Now what I usually do is wrap those two together and then solder those together. If you're not good with soldering, then it's actually something good to try, soldering. When you put a soldering iron or something, it doesn't take much to heat it up and solder it down. And once you see the solder melt, pull your soldering iron off of it, and it will be soldered together so it can't come loose. It's a good way to keep something locked on so it won't move or come loose. But anyway, so once you do that, now you might need a little piece of wire in play. But sometimes I just see that they solder those two wires soldered together to the DVD drive here. They solder it to a wire like this. What you want to do is just cut a little piece of that wire off. And once you cut a little piece of that wire off, so you can see it, just solder those two wires that you soldered together to this. And once you start up your Xbox, you have the 12 volt fan mod done. Now the fans will be loud. This is the way that I mostly see it done, but there is another way that you can do it. You're going to need a, of course, longer piece of wire, like that. You need a longer piece of wire. And you want to solder that long piece of wire to that two wires you solder together. And another thing you're going to need for doing this is you're going to need some electrical tape. Now you probably have some around the house. If not, it's not that much for a roll of electrical tape. Now the next thing is, once you have soldered that long wire to it, to the two wires that you had soldered together earlier, there's a point over on the other side beneath the power supply, and basically you just want to solder it to that point. If you can see there, so you want to solder it to that point right here. Which is not this one or this one, but it's right here. You can see it. You want to solder it to that. Like I said, it doesn't take much before the solder melts, and once it melts, pull your soldering iron off of it. Now, a lot of the times, like I said, most people do the other way, but this is another way to do your 12 volt fan mod. Solder it to that piece right there, on the bottom side of the motherboard, right beneath the power supply. And once you have completed one of those, turn on your Xbox 360 and you have a 12 volt fan mod done. Now it will be loud. I'm going to show you what it sounds like once you have done a 12 volt fan mod. It does pull out the heat a lot faster. A lot of people who repair stuff will automatically go ahead and do the 12-volt fan mod along with it, but I don't. I ask people if they want it done, and if they want it done, then I'll do it. Other than that, I don't really do the 12-volt fan mod. As you can see here, I'm just plugging it up. Alright, she's plugged all up. Alright, here's an example of the 12-volt fan mod. This was one of my repairs, and I had the 12-volt fan mod done to it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to comment, rate, subscribe. I got more tutorials coming, or videos showing you how to do more Xbox 360 stuff. Subscribe, and thank you for watching.